I'm your Welcome 23, you're joining me for the Royal Masquerade, Chapter 14, Secrets. You stare at the mysterious key in your hand, having just received it from Hunter's informant. How is this supposed to help us? I've seen that key before. It matches the lockbox Cyrus has kept in his chamber since he was a boy. How did this informant of yours acquire it? I cannot say. You cannot or you will not. You have your methods as Crown Shield and Commander of the Guard. I have mine as High Chancellor and Regent. Honor, I don't like things hidden from me. And I don't like hiding things, but please understand, this is how things must work. I feel the same way, Julia, but I must admit that if it were my source, I would hide them as well. I assure you, my only intention is to keep everyone safe. Then I will trust that intention, even if I cannot trust in the identity of your spy. That is all I can ask. Hunter nods his head to you respectfully. So, we know what this key unlocks, but do we know why it's important? I don't know, but my informant tells me that Cyrus began wearing it around his neck after Lady Julia announced her bid. Odd timing. Whatever's in that box has become more valuable to him since the power at the court shifted. Cyrus has all but lost his own chance at the throne. If I were him, I'd be worried about my partnership with Renza. My half-brother's a fool, but he isn't stupid. He knows he could still be betrayed. So whatever he's hiding is most likely protection against Renza. And if he's hiding something that can hurt Renza, then we need to acquire it. However, assessing Cyrus's personal chambers will be no easy feat. Were I to enter the estate, my presence as King Regent would draw far too much attention. And it should be me. As a Vescovi, the house guard will let me pass. It will be dangerous to go alone, but you're not going alone because I'm coming with you. Is that a good idea? You need me there because... Everyone needs backup, no matter how strong they are. Would you ever send a member of your guard on assignment without a partner? I may not be as bold as a teapot, strong as sunshine, or as wily as Frisk. Do not sell yourself short. Fine, all I ask is that you don't either. That is... fair. Lady Julia's right. I understand your instincts, Caden, but she cannot be left behind at such a critical moment. Fine, but we stay close. Our plan is taking shape, but it's still dangerous to continue like this in the open. Let us return to my estate. Travel by carriage to the safety of your home. Where you, Hunter, and Caden are met by Annalisa. You quickly bring your sister up to speed on what's happening. We have the key. We know where the box is located. All that's left is how to get me inside. If you're recognized, they'll bar the gates. Or worse, they'll open the gates and lead you right into an ambush. We need a distraction. Cyrus is holding a private party tomorrow night, an hour after sunset. One for his more depraved friends at court. Interesting. My informant tells me that Lord Cyrus has a form of appointment at that time. So he intends to arrive late to his own function? I've seen him do so before. He enjoys a late entrance, but always hedges the bets by keeping his guests entertained in his absence. That sounds like an opening. The right disguise could mask Julia's true intentions. I could wear my old robes and pose as a servant, though waiting on Cyrus's friends hand and foot sounds less appealing. Wait. I've just had an idea. Annalisa giggles with joy as she rushes up the stairs. I've never seen your sister so excited. Just then, Annalisa returns, bounding down the stairs as quickly as she went up. She slides a polished black opal into your open hand. Why embarrass yourself as a servant when you could attend as a beautiful and mysterious lady of the night, a courtesan? As unconventional as it sounds, your sister's strategy is sound. This could work. Oh, don't pretend you even for a moment that you don't simply wish to see my sister in such attire. There's nothing wrong with a plan having multiple points in its favor, is there? I must admit, your idea sounds intriguing, Annalisa. Take it. Attend the party as a mysterious courtesan for an exclusive outfit and a special scene. Oh look, guys, we're the courtesan of Rome. All over again. I mean, it's an okay outfit. For the bedroom, maybe. What's the other look? Oh lord. I'll take the black. You place the opal into the mirror. It shimmers as magical energy swirls around your body, slowly forming into a tantalizing dress. What do you all think? Sister, you are stunning. Literally stunning. It is very... Isn't it, though? I'm glad you all like it. We could still need to avoid Cyrus. As for the others, I'm certain you'll fool them all. If we want a chance to win at the Conclave, I'll have to. No compliment from you, Gaiden? No jaw-dropping crap? Nothing? My sister was more disturbed than you. Or, what, perturbed? We'll go with perturbed. Well, then we have our plan. We infiltrate the Vescovi estate tomorrow night and discover what Cyrus has been hiding. The following night, you take a carriage ride to the Vescovi estate with Hunter while Caden rides outside, watching for trouble. Glad we can spend this time alone like this. Hunter looks you up and down with a wolfish grin. Is this carriage warmer than I remember? Do you think so? I'm actually rather cool. Then again, this outfit is quite airy. How funny. I believe the same thing cooling you may be responsible for making me hot. Hunter stands and crosses the carriage to sit beside you. Are you sure you have to go? I could promise you far more pleasurable evening just here in this carriage. Do not tempt me, wicked one. You look out the window and see Caden ride past forcefully, hand hovering above the haft of his blade. Haft? I believe that said haft instead of shaft. The crown shield is on edge tonight. The Vescovi estate is his childhood home. This must be in some ways strange for him. Caden has lived in the barracks with the regular guard for as long as I have known him, and no matter the promotion, no matter the offer, he's never left that simple cot and chest. Honestly, sometimes it is hard to remember that he ever lived a different life. Kinda like Drake. Difficult memories must await us at the estate. Do you think this will affect his work or his judgment tonight? It might. I'll be watchful. That is wise. If he does falter, there is no one I would hope was standing by his side more than you. We're also almost there. I will be watching from the edge of the grounds for your return with a horse for each of us. The carriage slows as the Vescovi estate finally comes into view and into the distance. Hunter leans forward, meets your lips with his own. His kiss lingers only a moment, but there is no mistaking the depths of his feelings for you. You will return to me unharmed, Julia Rosario. As you wish, Your Regency. Your carriage pulls to a stop, you step outside as Caden dismounts his horse. Are you ready? You nod, and the two of you begin to make your way to the front door. You're going to need a soubrette, an alias for us to introduce you with, something dark and mysterious. You'll look up to the bright full moon hanging in the dark sky above you. Then call me Midnight Shadow, sure. Of course, the alluring Midnight Shadow, a name often whispered among the powerful and wealthy. If you haven't heard of her, then you must not be as powerful and wealthy as you thought. Gaten cracks a smile as you pass the Vescovi gates and make your way into the estate. As you step inside, all eyes turn to you. Good evening, my lords and ladies.
My word, would you look at that upskirt?
Indeed, I struggle to think of a reason not to, Leofric. Wow, look at his face. Pixelberry didn't put in much any effort into it.
The brother of our gracious host, with the most powerful woman on the grounds gracing his arm? How's it possible?
Half-brother, and I am here, protector tonight.
And who is her, pray tell? I simply must become acquainted.
Without a moment's delay, it must be added. Surely men of your station recognize the midnight shadow when you see her? Unless my lords do not swim quite so far upstream as their manner would suggest.
No, of course. The Midnight Shadow, assuredly. The renowned,
Yes, the most indisputably famous woman who is known for, seductive dancing.
Yes, that was it. Of course. Then I assume the Crown Shield has escorted you here for a demonstration.
Well, It is truly the least old Cyrus can do for making us wait so long for him to join us.
Come, everyone. The Midnight Shadow is going to perform.
The crowd begins to form around you as Caden whispers in your ear.
Refuse would draw the same attention, but far more suspicion.
Very well, musicians, play something provocative. I should have gone with martial arts. You raise your arms in the air, crossing them at the wrists, then begin to sway your hips back and forth. Slowly, you bend your knees and lower yourself down closer to the floor.
Incredible. Though I believe I may require a closer perspective to truly appreciate her dedication to her craft.
Watch as Caden's hand instinctively floats towards the haft of his sword. Okay, alright, we're going with haft. The noble appears to have noticed as well. Leofric takes 2 steps back.
Then again, I find that most art can be best understood from further afield.
As he steps back, you rise once more, slowly, then drop your arms, sensually sliding your hands down the curves of your body. The crowd applauds as the musicians finish. You take a bow.
Another!
I'm afraid the lady needs a break. Fiddlesticks. You successfully snuck into the Vescovia estate.
Caden, now's our chance.
You follow Caden past the border of the gathering, and quickly make your way upstairs to the 2nd floor unnoticed. That was close.
Somehow it always is, but so far so good.
Caden, we'll get through the rest together. We make a good team, you and I.
We should continue this teamwork in the future. Should this queen business not work out, perhaps you'll join the guard.
I'm no fighter.
No, but you're loyal and have a sharp mind.
Nice to know I have a backup career, should I need one. Just as you approach Cyrus's bedroom, Caden extends his arm in front of you and draws a finger to his lips. A voice comes from behind the door.
Stop wiggling, Pompadour! I know you don't like your paws covered, but these booties are quite fashionable, I assure you.
Some appointment.
Come, we need to hide elsewhere until he leaves.
You lead Caden further down the hall and then point to a door. How about this one? Caden stops in his tracks. What is it?
This is my bedroom from when I was younger.
We need somewhere to hide, right? Why don't we go inside?
There are memories inside that room. Memories of my time living here as a Vescovi bastard. Even seeing the door, I wonder what things I have forgotten, what things walking inside me might remind me of.
Perhaps this is an opportunity to confront your past.
You're right. Facing my memories may destroy whatever control they still hold over me. If you'd stand with me.
Hide with Caden in his childhood room to strengthen your bond and learn more about his past in this exclusive scene. It's a very, normal room so far. He's also smiling. Of course, I'll stand with you. Caden nods, resolved, and opens the door. As Caden closes the door behind you, you look around at the bedroom, surprised to find so spare a bedroom in such a luxurious estate. It's
just as it looked on the day I last saw it. not surprising they didn't find any use for it after I left.
A small wooden horse and a knight on a poorly mounted shelf catches your eye. You blow the dust from it and present it to Caden. Yours?
A gift. From Cyrus.
From when you were close as children. Caden nods and takes a small toy from your hands. He carefully places it back onto the shelf. It is... fine if you don't wish to speak of it.
It's fine. Why else did we choose this room?
So, why did he give it to you?
One day, our father returned from a long trip to Dracovia, the kingdom north of Cordonia. He brought back a single gift, that horse, and gifted it to Cyrus.
Nothing for you?
No. Not for the house bastard. When Cyrus found out, he was furious and gifted me the toy in secret.
Cyrus did that, but that's so sweet. Take a small step toward Caden and accidentally kick something on the floor. You lean down and pick it up.
What is it?
This? Just a broken stick. I nearly tripped over.
Careful now. That's no mere stick. That's a bona fide magic wand.
Magic wand, you say? In that case, becomeus chickenus.
Wave the wand and say the words, but nothing happens. Caden raises a lone eyebrow.
Well, come on now, play along.
Bach.
Well done, Caden.
Caden carefully takes the wand from you and rolls it over his hands. When I was very young, I read a story about a young sorcerer who discovered she had magic. I wanted to be just like her when I grew up, to make anything possible with a wave of my hand. Her powers made her special, which made people love her all the more.
If it meant so much to you, then how did it break?
I broke it. I broke it when I learned what special meant outside the children's stories.
Caden drops the broken pieces back to the ground. They clack against the floor, then roll beneath the bed, out of sight.
Special is just another word for different. As a bastard living among nobles, I was more special than anyone. Cyrus was gifted fine clothes, shelves of books, meals made to his taste, and 100 futures to choose from. I worked in the stables. When less tolerant company visited, I was forced to sleep there as well.
And yet you... kept the wand despite breaking it.
I did. It served as a potent reminder of the way things are. Not the way we wish they were. When you are born, you don't know that privilege is. It is not a natural concept. You look at your brother and see yourself as their equal. It's only later when someone tells you that you're different that you become different. The nobles always say they were born into privilege, but it is the opposite who are born the same. It is the others who fill our minds with the idea that we are different, that we deserve different destinies.
So what happened with Cyrus? What made him change?
I wonder if it's still here.
Caden looks ponderous, then opens the door of his childhood dresser and feels around. Eventually his hand emerges with a pressed lily, more made fragile with time.
A girl. What else? She was the daughter of a minor lord who came to stay with us one spring, just before I left home. Her name was Raven. Cyrus fell in love, and so did she. Only not with him.
Don't tell me.
Caden nods.
Did you love this girl back?
No, but that did little to make her feelings grow stronger. Raven sent this flower in a note asking me to meet her one night by the river. I had no intention of going, but Cyrus found the note and flew into a rage. In that moment, he became all the things our father had always told him that he was. He was of noble blood. So was she. I was a bastard. How could I have ever caught her eye? It wasn't right. I never pursued the girl until this moment. I don't even remember. I still had the flower in my nightstand. But ever since, there has been a wedge between my brother and I that never healed.
Caden, I'm so sorry. Caden drops his hands to the dresser, closes his eyes, and bows his head.
Sometimes I wonder, could Cyrus and I have been close had we not been born in different worlds under the same roof? If I had been a noble or Cyrus common, would we be a family? Sometimes I find myself mourning for a future that never had a chance.
Caden stands and turns. You look him squarely in the eyes, and for a moment, silence hangs between you. As Caden begins to lower his eyes again, you step forward and put your arms around your friends, but after some delay, he hugs you back. Caden, there is still hope for the future. When I was working as a scribe in the library, I couldn't see this future. Perhaps things never change between you and Cyrus, but maybe that relationship is forever lost. But there is some small spark of hope that things change. The main thing is for us to move forward, no matter the past, no matter the future. You drop your arms from each other, and Caden takes a deep breath.
Thank you for joining me here.
Of course.
After standing here again, I am ready to close this door and leave it closed. I have a new life now. A better life. With a better family. I will spin my focus there.
Suddenly, you hear a noise in the hallway. Caden raises a finger to his lips and listens at the door.
You hear Cyrus leave his bedroom and continue down the hall.
Moving silently but quickly, you and Caden leave the bedroom, traverse the hallway, and step into Cyrus's chamber. At the sight, an oversized oil painting of a familiar face hanging above the bed. That is...
Yes, it is. It's also in front of the lockbox we're here for. Help me take it down.
You remove the heavy portrait, revealing a small metal lockbox seated within a hidden alcove in the wall. Caden hands you the key. Inside the box, a scroll of parchment immediately catches your eye. It appears to be what you've come here for. Royal Order of Succession. By order of the Crown, I hereby command the following. In the case of my death, in the absence of a rightful blood heir, I shall be succeeded by High Chancellor Hunter Fiera. His house and all legitimate descendants shall replace House Rise to form Cordonia's new royal line. Queen Kinra Rise. Oh, shit. Well, okay. I can't believe it. It appears that Kendra named Hunter king, just as he thought. Vinza Seal, as keeper of the Royal Archives, is here as the bottom. She knew. If this becomes public, they'll cancel the conclave and make Hunter a king. Rinza could not ascend, and neither could you. I'm fine with that. That's true. But this is what Kendra wanted, and yet Queen Kendra never truly knew you. I can't help but wonder what she'd have done had she had that privilege. Kind words, and I thank you for them, but we can't know that.
We should return the painting and be gone.
You and Caden stand on the bed and begin to rehang the portrait when suddenly the door opens behind you, revealing... Why, hello, baby brother. Did you sneak a famous courtesan into my party and then into my bed? Oh, they grow up so fast, don't they, Lord Pompadour? I will happily pay this woman's fee, if allowed to join, but... Wait, I recognize that divine geometry of that figure anywhere. Lady Julia holding my scroll. It's not really your scroll. He takes a single menacing step towards you. Return it now. Return it. It was never truly yours to begin with. Perhaps not, but I went through much to acquire it, and I will not see what work wasted without return. Run along now, Pompadour. I wouldn't want to see your paws stained red. Pompadour flees the room. Cyrus quickly reaches for a sword resting against the wall. Caden leaps from the bed and draws his blade. Cyrus and Caden begin slowly circling one another, their blades pointed at each other. I cannot let you leave with that document. Remind me, how many times did you best me in a duel when we were children? I can't remember. 0. I'm gonna go with 0. Caden straightens his arm and firms the grip of his sword. That's because the answer is none. But these aren't training swords anymore.
That only makes it worse for you. As Cyrus circles past the bed, he swiftly sweeps the tip of his rapier away from Caden and towards your throat. Enough games. You're gonna give me what I want, or... Lay a hand on her and see it separated from your arm. Test my resolve at your peril. Cyrus looks frantically between you, the scroll, and Caden, then drops his sword without warning and runs from the room. Guards! Guards, kill the intruders, no mercy! You coward. Heavy footsteps begin rushing down the hall. We need to find a way out. The guards will be here in seconds. The window. A jump from this height could be lethal, but I can tie these sheets in a rope. While I tie, you should barricade the door. Kate nods and quickly throws a nearby vanity to the floor, then rushes forward, tackling it against the door just as the first guards appear. Is it going to hold them? It depends on how many of them there are. Frantically tie sheets together, end to end, as loud crash collides with the door, pushing Caden back. They're not going to give up quickly, Julia. I'm working as fast as my fingers will let me. Suddenly, part of the upper door breaks away, revealing one of Cyrus's guards on the other side. The man thrusts his sword through the hole towards Caden. Yaw! Nice pink armor. Caden, watch out! Caden dodges back to avoid the strike, sacrificing some of his hold on the door. More footsteps rush from behind, and soon more bodies barrel against the door. We're out of... Suddenly the guards strike the door with coordinating force, sending Caden flying backwards on the floor. Guards begin to enter the room. Kill the girl. Kill them both. Recover the Lord's property. We have to go now. The rope isn't finished. Not nearly. What's done, we'll have to do. Do you trust me? What? Do you trust me? Why does every guy have to ask a woman this in everything? Of course I... Caden grabs the end of what little rope you've prepared, then rushes into you, lifting and wrapping his arms around you in a tight bear hug. He leaps through the closed window to the outside air. Caden! It's not long before your short sheet rope meets its end. The last of your fabric slips from your grip, and the two of you free fall into the moonlight amidst a sparkling shower of broken glass towards the grass below. Hold on! For the last possible second before impact, Caden spins around so that you are on top of him. Caden's back crashes into the ground as his body breaks your fall. Ah! You raise your eyes high above you to the broken window and the hopelessly short length of rope fluttering in the window against the wall below. We should be dead. How did we... Suddenly a guard appears in the window, points down towards you. We survived the fall! Quickly to the front gates! Place Caden's arm around your shoulders, and you help him to his feet. You walk with him away from the estate as quickly as you're able. Every step is a struggle. Caden Vescovi, that was the most heroic thing I've ever seen. I hate the H word. Well, I hate the C word, but that doesn't mean Cyrus ceases to exist. Caden sputters out a laugh. You walk for what feels like an eternity towards the edge of Vescovia's estate. Somehow, finally you reach the gate. Just hang on a little longer. Hunter should be here any moment. I'm fine. Suddenly an arm coils around your neck from behind. As you struggle, Caden stumbles back from you to the ground. The edge of a cold, sharp blade presses against your throat. I will take that, thank you! Cyrus reaches around your body and plucks Kendra's succession orders from your dress as Pompadour runs nervously around your feet. Such a shame we could never come to an arrangement, Julia. But now our little game must come to an end. Get away from her! Aiden begins to stand, only to be kicked back to the ground by Cyrus's boot. Ow, 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 ow! Lord Cyrus. Even your dog knows this is wrong. If anyone is to blame for upsetting Lord Pompadour, it's you! Ow, 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 ow! You feel the knife edge press harder near your neck. Let her go, Cyrus. You have the document. You have what you want. What you suggest is not possible. After all, she might tell Rinza about my little secret. Can you believe that Rinza actually thinks I had these papers destroyed? Deadly smart, that one. But ego, you see, ego can blind even the most clever of people. So why hide it? Who cares what she thought? Call it an insurance policy. If Renza turns against me, I threaten to reveal the document. Simple.
Sounds like you have what you worked out. So why are you hesitating?
Please. I kill you, and even the shape he's in, my bastard brother will still manage to strike me down. There is no may about it. Aiden slowly rises to his feet. Like it or not, we are in an impasse, which is why I'm prepared to offer you a deal.
As Cyrus begins describing his preposterous deal, you tune in his words just as Caden taught you during your debate. As Cyrus's voice falls to a silence to your ears, you full attention removes to Caden. Carefully observing Caden's body, you notice something strange. He appears to be tapping at his leg with his fingertip, almost like a countdown. 3, 2, 1. Stomp on Cyrus's instep. Gah! In the short moment that Cyrus is stunned by your attack, Caden leaps forward, drawing his blade midair and tackling Cyrus to the ground. You stumble back to safety. I told you not to touch her, fool! Cyrus reaches for a second dagger hidden in his coat and swings it towards Caden's side. You bravely leap onto Cyrus's arm, pinning it to the ground while Caden holds the rest of him. You think you've saved yourselves? Ha ha ha! Cyrus, Vescovi always brings protection. Julia behind us. Protect our lord! You turn to see a small army of guards charging in position, their swords drawn and pointed forward. There are too many of them. Julia, Caden, hang on! Suddenly, the King Regent emerges from the tree line on horseback, holding a sword in one hand and reins of a second horse in the other. He's the Regent! History is written by the victors. Kill him and I shall remember your loyalty once I sit upon the throne. Drop your swords now and I shall show you mercy if you do not. Then in the name of Cordonia, I hereby sentence you to death for treason against the crown. A few of the guards drop their blades and retreat. Those who remain raise their blades and charge Hunter. Hunter draws his sword and rushes into the assault, expertly swinging a sword against the guards to his right, while guarding his second horse like a wrecking ball through the guards to the left. One of Cyrus's men wheels around Hunter, lifts his sword to stab in Hunter's side. Hunter, on your left! Hunter swiftly shifts in his saddle and raises the Pharaoh amulet to the attacker's eyes. A bright beam of light blinds him before he's able to strike. As Hunter holds off the guards, you look back to Caden, slowly lifting a sword above Cyrus's chest. You've won nothing. If Julie ever shows that scroll, it will be the end of her dreams of royalty. You're powerless. Shut up! Caden appears ready to thrust his sword into Cyrus's heart. Caden, let him go. You will never forgive yourself, even after all he's done. Caden appears to think for a moment, and then relents. Slowly, he moves from Cyrus and stands back onto his feet. Run. What? Quickly. Without a moment's hesitation, Cyrus drops the scroll and flees back towards his estate with Lord Pompadour trailing just behind him. You turn back to Hunter as he rounds on another guard. Yah! Retreat! Retreat! The Vescovi guards rush back to the estate, and Caden falls back down to his knees in pain. My lady, thank the stars you're unharmed. Thank you for saving the day. I would stop at nothing to protect you. Caden groans beside you. What happened to him? He broke my fall from like 3 stories. You know, it's fine. He shielded my fall when we leapt from a 2nd-story window. Please help me move him onto a horse. Hunter swiftly dismounts and helps maneuver Caden onto a horse while you lift Kendra's succession orders from the grass. What is that? Did you find what Cyrus was hiding? We need to talk. Safely home at your estate, you meet with Hunter as Vesco tends to Caden upstairs. You pour Hunter a glass of wine and hand it to him along with the document. Kendra's sickness, so she didn't forget me at all. Hunter raises his eyes to you, his stares wide and questioning. How could you hand me this after everything we've accomplished? This makes me king. I gave this to you because I will not betray those close to me for the throne. Of course you would say that. Do you remember when we rode to the Naracus Manor together? I told you that I still dreamed of being king. But I didn't tell you that the words felt empty as I spoke them. I don't understand. Kendra meant so much to me as queen, as a mentor. I always assumed it was my role to simply carry on with her good work. I never stopped and asked myself why I wanted to lead, until I met you. Lady Julia, tell me, have you asked yourself honestly whether you should be the one in power? I have, and honestly, I'm not sure. It is a difficult question, one that has weighed on me. You are deliberate and thoughtful, unwilling to want power for the sake of power. You see, it is hard for even me to make an argument against you, even if the crown is my right. The crown may be your right, but that doesn't make it your burden. I was given the chance to change my destiny. You have the right to change yours, or to keep it. It is a tricky thing. Kendra entrusted something to me, and I cannot discard it so easily. You would make a wonderful king. And you would make a wonderful queen. Oh look, we've solved it. You become king, she becomes queen. Look at that, hey! There is no delaying it. The conclave is tomorrow, and decisions must be made. Hunter stands and reads the scroll over and over as he paces furiously across your foyer, speaking his torture thoughts aloud. I must become king. It is my duty to lead, one that would be shameful and cowardly to abandon it now. I only need to wave this scrap of paper toward my country to fulfill my destiny, and it takes its crown. Hunter stops pacing and shakes his head solemnly. If I do not use the order, as everything I worked for my entire life, as my newly fractured family, the death of a woman who was a mother to me, has it all been for nothing? Only you can answer that. Hunter slowly raises his eyes to yours. Do you remember the first time I confessed my feelings for you? I could never forget. Since then, I've turned from my father, sister, climbed through the thorny vines of your state's tallest trellis. I have revealed my secrets. I've been strapped to a board and had knives thrown at me. All of it for you. All of it for my love of you. But this, Julia Rosario, this I need you to know. I do not offer for love. This I offer for Cordonia. I see now that she needs you, more than she ever needed me. Hunter drops to his knee before you, pulling out the scroll. So, if I am to make a last command as her regency, let it be to deliver her monarch she deserves. You lift your hand to Hunter's face and trace your fingers down his cheek. Thank you for always believing in me. I only hope... You find a dream of your own choosing. Freeing myself of this legacy is the first step of that path. Then I accept. Thank you, Hunter. Now I must actually win tomorrow. My heart is already beating against my chest. I fear I may not sleep a wink tonight. I haven't slept in 4 days. And we are the same. Everything has led to this moment. There's so much left to think about. So much left to say. Hunter takes your hands. I wonder, would you stay the night with me? Your regency, that is very forward. You may find this funny, but I only meant I'd like to spend time with you, to be together. You and I. I don't find that funny at all. Stay up all night with Hunter in this exclusive scene. They put a lot of thought into that. Seriously, what are we gonna stay up and do? Drink coffee? You wanna have some coffee? I want some coffee. I haven't had coffee in like a week. Maybe longer. Take Hunter by the hand and lead him upstairs. At this point, I'm trying to seek sleep, and it's not coming to me. If we're staying up the night, then we should get comfortable. Please have a seat while I change. Come in your closet and change into your nightwear. Much cozier.
I am inclined to agree.
Now, if I'm hosting his regency tonight, I should be an accommodating host and offer a drink.
I gladly accept as long as you receive one, too, as a reward for the adventurous day you endured today.
You do not have to press that request. Now, what would you like?
Someone hosting royalty should know what their royal guest would want without asking.
My apologies, Your Regency. Let me request your deepest desire.
You ring a servant and request a fine goblet of wine, accompanying hot cup of cocoa. A numbing horn of ale. Now we're going with hot cocoa. Within minutes, a servant delivers 2 drinks.
Here we are, a sweet and relaxing drink to comfort you.
Hunter takes a sip, savoring the drink. Ah, you've correctly guessed my desired drink.
Or perhaps you were going to accept whatever I presented you.
A gracious guest prefers whatever the host is serving.
Are you always such the ideal sleepover guest?
Not always. When I was a child, my family stayed with a foreign noble family while we visited their kingdom. The staff was set to prepare a feast for the night, but the host's daughter and I hatched a mischievous plan to steal all the cake batter for ourselves.
You know you're not supposed to eat too much of that, right?
That was part of the allure. Our heist was a resounding success, and the missing batter caused the feast delay, much to my father's fury.
Did he ever find out you caused it?
When it finally came time for the feast, he found us both passed out, surrounded by empty bowls. He reserved his stern talking to until after we left. Thankfully for House Pharaoh's international reputation, I'm less inclined towards raiding my host's kitchens these days.
What if I was your accomplice?
I could be enticed.
Well, then let's skip the raid and get right to the good part.
You ring a servant, whisper to them. Not long after, the servant delivers a bowl of batter to your room. I haven't done this since I was a child. I like your efficiency.
Why raid? What can be brought to you?
Hunter reaches for a spoon.
A spoon? Are you always so civilized?
I try to be, though I hope I'm not missing something.
Let me show you how it's done.
Oh, this I must know. I should eat the batter by using a spoon, like the proper lady, devouring a fistful of it. No! Seductively eating it off my finger. I'll take it. You dip one finger into the bowl until it's covered in batter, then bring it to your lips and slowly lick up your finger, catching the batter on your tongue, then sliding your finger into your mouth to clean your finger off. I am impressed by your technique.
I hope you'll savor the image as much as I savor the batter.
You and Hunter eat until the bowl is nearly clean. That was exquisite. I think some fresh air would serve as a wonderful second course.
And remove yourself from the temptation of this bowl?
I would prefer if you were the only temptation in sight. Follow Hunter as he walks out onto the balcony. I must admit it's much easier walking out onto the balcony than climbing it.
Perhaps I shall try to scale the side so I may judge for myself.
If you do, have your love waiting for you at the top. It's a strong motivator. You look over the city together, peaceful candle lights flickering in the homes across the city. When I look over the city from the palace, I see flames as a person's dream that deserves to be kindled.
I hope my estate lies within your view.
It does, and I want all your dreams to come true, from loftiest royal ambition to your deepest romantic desire. Hunter holds your hand and runs his thumb across your knuckles.
What about your dreams? Without the crown or the succession order, there's so much for you to explore.
Well, don't know Caden, but when I was a child, I had dreams of being God when I grew up.
You, patrolling the streets and delivering justice.
I thought of the gods as if at the pharaoh state and the palace as heroes. They protected the defenseless, grabbed the bad guys, Sometimes one of our house guards would take me on patrols around the estate with him. I made sure his son, Carlo, became my squire as a reward for those trips together.
I'm having trouble seeing you as a rough and tumble guard. I require a demonstration. Hunter stiffens his posture.
Hello, ma'am. Protector of the peace here. I hope you're staying safe out there.
Staying safe. What was that, recruit?
Oh, community relations, sire.
You call that relating to the people? You can't even build trust by hiding behind a helmet all the time. Flash that smile.
Flashing my smile, sir.
That's more like it. Now get out of there and win some hearts and minds.
And that's basically what it's like to be if I was a god.
You would be a fun and charming in any profession.
That's something I will keep in mind, because if everything goes wrong tomorrow,
then we will flee to another country and start a simple life.
We already have the batter. Why not become bakers in a small, nondescript village?
We don't know how to bake?
We can learn together, and then I can wake early in the morning, roll over to you, and say, "It's time for us to put the oven on, sweetie."
And then I will respond with 5 more minutes.
Okay, my love. I will make breakfast for both of us while you sleep.
Thank you, love.
Just smiles madly at you. I think I could enjoy a life like that. You may not be royalty, but you're still the queen of my world. Hunter leans over and kisses your lips.
A cool wind blows over the balcony, causing you to shiver.
Let's take this back inside. Your bed looks much warmer than the stone out here. Fall into the soft, warm bed. Hunter leans over and massages your back. I don't know about you, but typically when I go to my bed, it's cold. Just saying.
You get to pamper me.
I think most people go to cold beds. That's the enticing part of it. You get under your covers, you snuggle them, and you get warm. Only because you deserve to be pampered. Your breath relaxes as Hunter massages along your neck, down your shoulders, to the base of your back. Soon your eyes drift closed. You're falling asleep.
Ooh, me? No, I'm not falling. You yawn. Okay, maybe a little.
Hunter lies on the bed next to you. Well, then I'll spare you the massage, because we're supposed to stay up all night. Both of us.
No matter how comfortable the bed is.
You slide over and nestle yourself along Hunter's chest. You feel Hunter's arm wrap around you and hold you.
Or how safe we feel.
We'll stay up all night long.
You don't remember your last words, only a soft, safe feeling before you fell asleep.
I wish I had that feeling. The conclave is tomorrow, but who will come away with the crown?
We now have a discussion.
Hi. How are you? Hope you're all having a good day. If not, feel free to let me know in the comment section below why you're not. I've not slept in 4 days, even though none of you really give a and if you've read my Twitter or part of Discord at all, you know why. But, yeah. Typically, when you don't sleep, you typically have a lot of thoughts and stuff, right? And, for me, my mind's been kind of running on overdrive. How can I put this without sounding like a complete dick? I'm tired. Not literally, but, I mean, I am, but also figuratively. I'm tired of being there for everyone. And no one is really ever there for me. So I'm gonna make this short and sweet, and I'm just gonna wing it and be raw here. I've been doing this content creation game for quite a few years now. I have literally 1,400 uploads shy of Jacksepticeye. Just to put this into perspective, we have uploaded almost 2,700 videos. Just saying.
Um, with that being said, I wish our community was bigger. I can sit here and I can say, I wish it was bigger as for as long as I live, but it's not going to get bigger without you guys. And I have asked nicely for years, making sure that you hit that subscribe button, because, when I go to analytics, I hate to say this, but 80% of the people that view my content are not subscribed. Please subscribe. I don't know what else to do. If you're coming here and you're watching the content and you're not subscribed, what do I have to do to get your subscription? It's very simple. If you're going to especially keep returning to watch my content, I mean, it's a simple click. It's also a way of you knowing to come and watch my content and to, be rewarded for watching it. I don't know what. Anyway. I'm also tired, like I said, literally and figuratively, of helping people when, people don't care. Like, I don't know how many people have not cared about a lot of things. And I feel like I'm alone in a lot of this. And then also I try and help people, and it seems like they never care. Like some people, I don't know. Do they thrive off of it or what? But I'm just gonna try and make this short and sweet. I've tried to help people so many times. And I sit and I talk and I care and I get sleepless nights. Not for the last 4 days, that's something completely different, but I do get sleepless nights when I care about people's opinions, and I care and I worry, and I don't know how many nights that I've lost sleep because of this channel alone. What can I do better? Who, what, when, where, and why? The whole 9 yards. I can't afford to go to PAX South or West or all this shit. And drop business cards at a bunch of booths and give out business cards for anyone who wants to come to a booth, and I can't afford it, that's just my life. Just kind of like I've asked people to help out with my brother's wheelchair, and hardly anyone has cared. There's been a few people, but there's honestly hardly anyone's cared. I currently need $6,000 for some scans that my insurance refuses to do of my lungs, let alone of my abdomen, and I can't afford it. I've tried GoFundMes. I've tried all this other shit. No one has seemed to care. And again, I still care about helping people. I still care about that. But then going back to what I said a minute ago, there are people that seem to thrive off of that. And then you try and help them, and they're like, oh, thanks for the help. But then they go immediately back to how they are, and then they continue to bring you down. And they're negative, and they're toxic. And, like, they'll even go so far as to block your messages in, like, Discord or unfriend you on Facebook or things like this, all while simultaneously doing things that are in your public venue, that are in your public view, that are to showcase, oh, I'm depressed, or oh, I'm suicidal, or oh, I'm this. And then it's like, okay, what can I do? It bothers me because I'm a human being. It bothers me because I give a shit. And yet, like, I'm to the point of no longer caring. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of feel like I'm falling into the mantra of you either die young enough to be the hero, or you live long enough to see yourself to become the villain. I don't know. Maybe some of you can get out of my short rambling here what I'm trying to get at. Or what I'm just confused on, or just tired on, or just all this other shit. Also, doesn't help I haven't slept in 4 days. But usually when I don't sleep, and the longer I don't sleep, the more I see things for what they are. I just feel like I see... Another thing is, I see all these other content creators. They have communities that actually give a fuck about them. And yeah, I said it. Boom. F word. And I don't feel them. Like, I don't see that either. When I say share the channel, share the content, I literally mean that. Like, I don't know. Like, when I sit here and I see engagements, again, you can see all the numbers, and that's what bothers me, is I wish they didn't. But then I can. And I see that shares are like, what? No one cares. I see that audience retention is Okay, like people come and they go specifically for, I don't know, diamond choices, and they just see who, what, when, where, and why. And then you look at other content on the channel that's not choices, and it's like no one cares. I could literally sit here and plead, and it's like everything's clicks, everything's views, everything's all this shit, and I don't want it to be, but it's the only way this fucking channel survives. Not the only way this community survives, which then I sit here and I go, man, yeah, we've built this one-of-a-kind awesome community, guys, and, you know, I feel like I'm full of shit. I really do. I feel like I'm full of shit. Because then I look at what I'm hoping for and what I'm lying to myself about. Yeah, I said it, lying. And thinking that we have something that no other content creator has, and I know completely other fucking bullshit. It's just bullshit. It's just that. So, I don't know. I feel very aggravated. I feel very agitated. I feel a lot of things right now. So, I don't know. I just thought I had to have this vent. Not like anyone cares. Most people don't even stay to the end of the videos anyway, except for just a handful, which, thank you. I don't know. I'm just frustrated. I'm very frustrated. I'm very everything. Anyway, thanks for staying. Peace out.